Jack Perry is back, returning to professional wrestling for the first time since the fight with CM Punk at All In, and doing so at New Japan's Battle in the Valley show, attacking Shota Umino and ripping up his AEW contract. We've got a lot to talk about here. Before I do, though, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. As you can tell by the fan-captured images to my right, I believe that's my right, to my right, Jack Perry is back, and he is in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He showed up attacking Shota Umino and setting up a great match with one of the top rising stars in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and also making an appearance for the first time since he and CM Punk got into an altercation at All In Wembley earlier this year. Of course, that led to CM Punk's firing from the company, and Jack Perry, for the past few months, we've been assuming was indefinitely suspended. Tonight's the first time he's really shown up anywhere, and he's obviously sporting a bit of a different look. He's got a larger beard than he usually has, and when he showed up tonight, he was wearing an armband, and the armband read Scapegoat. And obviously it is hearkening, maybe, doing a little bit of a shoot, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, all that kind of stuff to the entire situation between himself, CM Punk, and how there were many people who blamed Jack Perry for all of that going down, when in reality it was a series of events that led to this unraveling of CM Punk and AEW. But that's besides the point. Jack Perry is back. In addition to attacking Shota Umino, he was seen ripping up a piece of paper that, if you read it or if you saw it on the live broadcast, you could tell that it was his AEW contract. It had the big AEW logo on there. So obviously they are doing something. I'm not sure whether or not, my gut, I would say, tells me that this is obviously being done with AEW's blessing. Jack Perry's official stance with AEW, I'm not sure what it is. I assume that he is still under contract, but, they are obviously have a great relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling, so it would make sense to maybe, slowly, gradually build him back up through some time in New Japan Strong. It also could be a good thing for Jack Perry's career in general to have some great matches with New Japan, kind of build up the mystique of Jack Perry a little bit before his AEW return, and also play around with some real fan heat. A lot of fans don't like Jack Perry. There are some fans who really like Jack Perry, and he's a polarizing figure in professional wrestling right now. And I think what they're doing now is kind of leaning in to that polarization, leaning into that heat, and leaning in to what I think could be some very interesting promos, definitely some great matches, because there's no doubt about it. Jack Perry is a great wrestler. So I don't know. I'm excited. There's a lot that could happen. And the possibility of Jack Perry not only in New Japan Strong, but doing work with other New Japan talent, it makes New Japan Strong more of a buy. They have a big show coming up in Chicago. I bet your butt that Jack Perry is going to be on that show, and I bet your butt that Jack Perry is going to get booed out of the damn building at that show, because there are going to be people who show up to that show just to boo Jack Perry, because that's how professional wrestling works. I'm interested. I like this. I think this is a good move for Jack Perry to gradually bring him back. It's a real good move for New Japan Strong, and I think for AEW, when and if he does eventually come back to that brand, it could be major for them, because they could be getting someone who is kind of building up, like I said earlier, that mystique on New Japan Strong, and this is a great way. This is a great way to kind of reintroduce Jack Perry, and also make him feel different, because there were a lot of people, myself included, who didn't really dig his heel stuff. There were parts of it I liked, but then there were also some parts that just didn't hit. This has the potential to be very good, but I guess we'll see. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments section. Do you like Jack Perry returning like this, him hinting to the Punk thing, ripping up his AEW contract? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments section. Also, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.